So you want to use YouTube to grow your business, but you're worried you won't be consistent, it'll take too long, and you won't be successful. What I've learned is that if you don't develop a solid plan and treat YouTube like a habit, you will not be consistent because your family, your business, and everyday distractions will keep you from creating the videos. And fancy that, I'm in my car right now because my son and my husband are home right now and they're not supposed to be, but because we're having a heat wave, they couldn't do what they were supposed to do today. So we are in my car to break down the 5 habits you have to adopt if you want to consistently post to your YouTube channel so that you can grow your audience and grow your business. And by the end of this video, you're going to know exactly what you need to do to make your next video. When I started YouTube, I randomly came up with a topic each week, and if I couldn't think of one, it either took me forever to figure out what I was going to talk about, or I just didn't make a video at all. Which is why habit number 1 is so important. You have to create a bank of ideas that you can always withdraw from. First, you need to schedule when you'll be brainstorming these ideas, but you also need to be prepared for those times when you suddenly get an idea. Siri, take a note.
What do you want it to say?
I always brainstorm ideas for the platforms I'm on Sunday night. They go in my notes app, a notebook, or in an organization system like Notion. Next, where are you getting these ideas? You don't want to just rely on the random ideas that pop up into your head. You need to have resources for where you get these ideas. You need to research people in your industry, see what ideas are working for them, but also check out videos of creators outside of your industry. Example, I got this video idea on how to simplify your Reels process from this video on the Minimal Moms channel. She had 10 organization and time-saving hacks, and that gave me the idea to show how I organize and save time when making Reels. I also like to get ideas from vidIQ. I have the Chrome extension, so it not only analyzes my account and keywords to give me ideas, I also get ideas from its AI feature. In fact, it gave me the idea for this video. As for where you keep all these ideas, keep them where you're most likely to remember them and find them. Habit number 2 for staying consistent with your YouTube posting, you have to have a creation schedule. This is the hardest part for me because of the season I'm in. Not only is it summertime, and so my child is home and he's in sports right now, and I have a parent who is not doing well. You have to be flexible, but you also have to be disciplined. I used to try cramming it all in one day, and it made me miserable. So now I separate the planning, the scripting, the recording, and the editing into different days. There are a couple of ways you can do this. You can either batch your videos, which means you're going to be working on multiple videos at a time, several scripts in one day, several recordings in one day, and you'll be editing several videos in 1 or 2 days. Or you can bake it into your schedule and just focus on one video at a time each week, which is what I do. But it really comes down to what is best for you and your schedule. So you may want to consider recording when you have the house quiet. Maybe that's before people wake up. Maybe that's after they've gone to sleep. Maybe that's on a weekend where you're able to record several videos at once. The biggest key is to keep it simple. If you have a hectic schedule and you're trying to make super fancy videos, it's not going to work. It's not going to happen. You will not be consistent. Which leads me to habit number 3. If you want to consistently upload to YouTube, you have to make your setup easy. This is the number 1 reason I hear people say they can't launch a YouTube channel, because the whole process is too complicated. But it doesn't have to be. You don't need a fancy camera. You can go use your phone, and you can use natural light like I'm using right now to record your videos. You can even use the video editing app you use to edit your videos for TikTok and Reels, assuming you're not editing inside those apps. Listen to how long it takes a member of my mastermind to make her YouTube videos now that she has a system and knows how to script.
Yesterday I was able to script, record, and start to edit my YouTube video for this week in less than an hour.
And Jenny uses her phone to create her videos. By the way, my next YouTube School Mastermind starts July 12th, and I have details in the description below. Another way to make your setup easy is to have a base camp, a go-to space where you record all your videos. If you can't have your equipment set up there at all times, you can at least have it halfway set up, like keep your camera on the tripod or keep all your equipment in one space with the batteries and devices device is charging, so they're ready to go. Habit number 4, something I learned in the news industry, is you need to record for the edit. What I mean is you've got to be thinking about the edit while you're recording so that you save time in editing. This is going to cut your editing time in half at the very least. First of all, you're going to record your video in the order that it will be edited in for the final product. I'm not going to start recording parts that are towards the end of the video. First, I'm going to record from the beginning and then make my way until the end. Next, you're not going to move to the next part that you're going to record until you're happy with what you just recorded. That way, when you go to edit, you know that the last version is the version you are going to use in the final product. You don't even have to look at the other stuff. Next, don't memorize a script. That is going to make it so difficult for you and you won't be able to come across as yourself. Instead, what I do is I either verbatim write a script or I just have bullet points and then I look at my notes, I look at the camera, I say my line, and then when I'm done with that, I stop recording and I look at my notes again to get the next line. Another thing I do is when I'm recording B-roll, I'm not recording for a long time. I'm holding my shot 4 to 7 seconds because most of the time when I use B-roll, I'm not using it longer than 3 seconds. That way I don't have to wade through a bunch of B-roll to find the exact shot I need. And B-roll is the video that goes over your voice when you're demonstrating with video what you're talking about. Habit number 5 for staying consistent on YouTube, even when you have a family and a business, take breaks. Staying consistent is different for everybody. Some people upload twice a week or even more on YouTube. That is not me. Some will upload once a week. That is me when I got a good season. But if things are hectic, I tell myself it is okay to upload every other week because the reason that we have a channel is to help our ideal viewer get to know us better. As long as we've got a solid library of videos, by staying consistent, we are going to be able to generate leads and convert our viewers into customers and clients. We don't have to crank out every other day like a vlogger. When you realize that, you take the pressure off of yourself. Now, when you're starting your YouTube channel, you want to figure out how often are you going to post in the beginning. It's also why I suggest that you have several videos ready to go before you launch your channel so that you've already got a nice foundation there and playlists. If you haven't launched a YouTube channel or you want to level up the one you have so that you can consistently post evergreen content to connect with your ideal person and convert them into clients and customers, you definitely need to check out This is YouTube School, my group coaching program, where I will help you every step of the way and give you feedback. I put the link in the description below.